head will be worth its weight in silver. I have a very small head.
Hi, welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra, and this is Ken.
Hi.
And Panda. And we're back with The Last Kingdom. And we are on Season 3, Episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
And last time we were dealing with business. I think the main thing to remember is that we are in a to be continued state. Because Alfred refused to make a call.
He was like trying to push his son to be a man.
Be a man.
What do you want to do?
Yeah. So Edward was making calls on things, but when it came to this, well, I mean, that's so ridiculous that Alfred would assume that Edward would just take charge, because he's already been admonished that he made a decision without Alfred's approval. Why would he, in the middle of the thing, just decide to start calling the shots?
Well, he's got to start learning how.
Yeah, well, Alfred should have told him, guess what, you're taking the lead on this, instead of,
nope.
Oh, guess what, people are dying. Do. Oh, right, I forgot to mention that you need to actually make this shot, because I'm not going to call it. And my hope always this episode is that somebody kills Skade. All right, let's see what people said. ADJ then was tense. I was shouting, do it, Edward, be a man. I really wish your reaction videos were longer. I like your husband's perspectives. Oh, well, I'm sure he's happy about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my job, is to give perspectives to
Sometimes
Sandra.
I cut them out.
Yeah, she leaves all the good stuff on the cutting room floor. I
don't know if it's good, but, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
But yes, he just said, be a man. It's true. But, like I said, he didn't even know he was supposed to make the call. It's insane. But the end was tense. And I'm surprised we didn't jump right to watching the next one, but we were probably had to go to bed. Okay, Alex Holding said, there's a much greater chance Ragnar would have lived had Uhtred stayed, so I understand where Brida's coming from.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And I didn't understand, because I think Brida's always blaming Uhtred for things. Yes, I guess if you ran the percentages, there's probably a chance that Ragnar would have been better off, because Ethelwald wouldn't be spinning his tails. But...
well...
I don't know.
There wouldn't have been such easy access to Ethelwald anyway, like because he'd be near Uhtred, and Uhtred would be there watching things, and he kind of recognizes when things are going a certain way.
So, I don't know. I just don't like when Brida blames Uhtred for everything.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to just, she rode all that way to tell Uhtred that his brother was dead and it was his fault. And then she turned around and left again.
Yeah. I don't think
dude, it's probably a really long trip you just made.
Not much restoration for this relationship, I don't think.
Christina Berg says, agree with Vikings being weird at this point.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty weird at this point. It's just kind of like, okay, we're just going to stop in the middle of a battle and leave y'all hanging. Yeah, and a bunch of other weird stuff.
But that's what they just did in Last Kingdom.
Yeah, but they were planning on kind of wrapping it up this season, and it never really kind of
Vikings?
got wrapped up.
Oh, I never watched Vikings.
And there's a whole bunch of unresolved storylines and huge, plot points that have not been figured out. So it's, a bit weird and frustrating.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Granddaddy Otaku. Yeah,
I completely agree.
We did talk about this a few minutes ago. He's trying to train him, but he's also being kind of a jerk at the same time, because he's mad that Edward kind of made some decisions without his permission. So I don't know.
What he's doing is making the decision absolutely as hard as it can possibly be to make it. Right now, his last decision was to kind of take the easy way out and just hang out with his girlfriend and make her pregnant and all that kind of stuff and all that selfish crap. But like in this case, like Alfred is trying to make this decision as incredibly difficult as possible so
Yeah.
that he gets a sense of what it is to actually lead. Lead is not taking the easy choice, it's taking the hard one in the face of complete opposition.
Yeah, Edward has kind of said he doesn't want to be king and a bunch of things. And Alfred says you don't really have a choice. You
Mhm.
have to become hardened and make these decisions, and it's not an easy job.
Mhm.
So suck it up, Buttercup. This
Yeah.
is the way it has to be. So let's see what happens on today's episode. Crossing my fingers that Skade gets killed.
Nah, not gonna happen.
Uh,
Grab your.
Go!
We cannot wait any longer.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Oh my god, come on. Come on, Edward.
Father, we cannot wait. We cannot. For Essex and for the king. For the king.
Finally. God. Oh, Heston peeing his pants. Just a little bit.
You fled.
Oh, he'll flee again. Story of my life. What about you? Nope, they won't. Oh. Oh. He's leaving with her.
Oops.
Damn it, no! Get up, Uhtred, get up.
Uhtred, Lord, as you ordered.
Sup?
Thank you, sir. You are free to go anywhere but Wessex, Bebbanburg, should you choose. But those lands are as distant as ever. As this England, Lord.
Yeah. Burn!
The Danes will never leave these shores.
Oh, he got you good on that last one. That was a sweet burn.
Mhm.
Here comes Haston and his bedraggled little army.
That just had its ass whooped.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna find out that Alfred's alive too, because they still think he's dead. Oh, Dagfin's a prisoner. He's not dead.
Oh well. No more spear chucking through nuns for you.
Oh, Ethelfled stayed behind. How did that go? Their little knife contest.
All you will find at Ragnar's graveside is ghosts.
Sitric's a little bitter today.
Mm-hmm.
You will keep watch of Ethelfled and you will rest. No man who serves Uhtred can rest. Not until Skade is reclaimed.
Sitric.
And you're tired. Yes, I am tired. Sleep.
Yeah. Don't fight him, Sitric. What are you doing?
Jesus. Get the prisoners back with the pigs. Bound. Sitric! I will leave first light, but I will return. And if you are here still, then I will kill you.
Well, Sitric, you just got yourself banished, dude.
He has cursed us all!
Shut up, Sitric.
So I am journeying to Wessex to become a corpse, and from my grave I am to raise an army and kill the greatest warrior in the land.
Jeez. Well, well. This is totally not what you wanted. What are you doing?
So who's gonna let the prisoners out? Maybe.
What is Sitric doing?
Sitric.
Oh god. Why is Sitric being such a jerk? No, Sitric. Oh. I really hate you right now.
Uhtred is cursed and has lost his mind.
No, you have.
As if gods and this is their will.
Oh, I'm so not cool with this.
You led my armies into a battle I did not sanction. Your actions were not worthy of an Etheling. They were worthy of a king.
Ooh. Boo. Ooh.
head will be worth its weight in silver. I have a very small head.
I must survive. Men won't follow a woman for long, they're too stupid.
Knut is a weasel.
Well, what do you suggest?
Whereupon I killed the priest.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, well, not because... Right, because he was going to make Ragnar.
Because Ragnar did not prevent it. Because I was in Ragnar's charge. Alfred did blame Ragnar. He was going to have him put on trial and then killed.
Yeah, there, now you know.
You didn't tell Ragnar.
No. Why would he do that?
Ragnar?
Aw.
And for me.
Yay, now you can stop being mean to him.
I'm sorry, the gods can be cruel. There must be something he can do. I suggest you find a new wife.
Dang! Oh, he lives in a creepy jail cave.
And perhaps this was poison to help me end my life.
Dang it, Story!
I'm playing with you.
Jesus. Just do
It
it.
does help me shit.
You will tell us how to have Ragnar, or I swear I will cut you cock to throat.
Do you have something for me, Uhtred? We don't know!
Trust me, don't touch him! Don't touch him! Trust me, don't do anything!
Well, now he doesn't know how to lift the curse, so that's kind of messed up. He could have waited a few minutes.
I just did what one has to do to break a curse. You have to kill the sorcerer without breaking the skin and without shedding one drop of blood. And you've got to do the same to Skade.
Oh, yes!
If you can't, you can make her your woman.
I will find Skade and I must kill this curse. Then I will go to Torah.
I will discover who killed Ragnar.
And we send him on his way to Valhalla.
Oh, it's Ethelwald.
At some point, I will see you in the battlefield.
That was kind of a touching one.
Yeah, it's kind of like circling back on some, old history.
Oh,
there.
some really old history.
Some season 1 history.
See, I knew that we hadn't... Remember, we never were told in the first season that that's what Story had done, that he had cursed her.
Well, I think that was mentioned.
No, it was mentioned in my comments.
Oh.
And then the person was like, "Oh, oops, I shouldn't have said that," because it's actually this episode where you figured out.
That's why.
Except she has mentioned a couple times this season that she couldn't have kids, but she didn't talk about the whole Story connection. But yeah, it's good to know that to lift the curse, Skade has to die. I'm cool with that. Now, will they figure out Ethelwald is the one?
Or you make her your woman.
No, he doesn't want
Option.
her.
No, it's not about wanting. It's about...
Yeah, but then you have to, do it with her, don't you?
Yeah,
if she's your woman.
Yes,
Well, that sucks.
at least once.
I don't want to just kill Skade. No, we don't need her around. It's just going to upset Ethelfled and ruin that burgeoning romance of awesomeness. And, yeah, we don't need Skade. But Ethelwald's in trouble because the only way that Ragnar can travel to Valhalla is for them to kill Ethelwald with Ragnar's blade dipped in blood of his own blood. So they have to use Tira. Mm-hmm. So hopefully they can get blood from her. It doesn't have to be too much.
Hopefully not too much, yeah.
Yeah, and then they have to figure out who did it. And today, Knut let it drop that around the table that Ethelwald was the one who killed Ragnar. And then Bloodhair and Heston were like, what?
Well, they're also they also knew that he ordered it.
They're like, yeah, did you have something to do with it? And Knut wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, of course he did.
And then he sent Ethelwald back to Wessex. Mm-hmm. So what? But the Ethelwald gave his sidekick dude or his guard or whoever it was one last mission. Yeah, so I don't know if he's heading back to Wessex. It won't take long for Brida to find out it was Ethelwald because Heston and Bloodhair are not going to keep that a secret. They're just going to let that rip as soon as she comes back. Because they're going to let her know that Canute planned the whole thing, and then she won't give her men to Canute, and maybe she'll join Heston and Bloodhair and, like, kill off Canute. Who knows? And then Sitric did a 180.
Yeah, totally. He just flipped on Uhtred and let all the prisoners out, and they all escaped. And
he was upset about being cursed.
And he was all cranked up about being cursed and men dying in battle and stuff. But it's like,
what?
But Sitric's like a savage, man. Like,
what happened? Why did Sitric flip so quickly?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me. That was a weird plot choice. I don't understand. He was like drinking and all of a sudden he's like flipping off Uhtred. And then Uhtred's like, if I see you here when I get back, I'm going to kill you. And then Sitric's like, well then I'll let all the prisoners go. And then took off with them. And yeah, so that's not so cool. Sitric's gone. Osferth, the little monk, is hurt.
Yep.
So that doesn't leave Uhtred with many of his men left. Maybe it's part of the curse for Sitric to lose his mind and change sides. It just seems so random to me because Sitric didn't seem to be too upset about things beforehand, although he was really not cool with the curse. I know that, but Finan doesn't hold much with the curse. He's like, whatevs.
Didn't he send Sitric to, like, you know, figure out the truth of the goofy guy in the grave?
Yeah.
So, I
Sitric
mean,
was the one who...
He's seen the bogus, like, elements of,
yeah,
you know, the mystical world here, so you kind of wonder why he'd be so uptight about this curse thing.
I don't know. I was very confused why Sitric flipped. That was very strange. And he was mad that Uhtred was going back to deal with his brother before dealing with Skade, because he felt like
that would end it.
We lost a lot of men to her, and he was so upset that it's all because of the Skade and her stupid curse. And I'm like, well, I don't understand why you're getting so bent out of shape. Because Uhtred also got Edward's and Alfred's army to come join them, so you're going to the wrong side there. Well, since when has Uhtred lost a battle? Let's go back and think on that. Like never. So I don't understand why Sitric would switch sides. Why would you suddenly decide to go with the losing side? Dumb move. And Ethelwald tried to tell him again that if Alfred and Uhtred are together, then there's no way the Danes can win. And they were like, well, no, we're going to do it. And Ethelwald thought he was going to be part of their little Dane Witten,
cabal, but it didn't work.
They weren't. They were like, why would you be there? And then he showed up anyway, and they were like, yeah, you need to leave. You need to go back to Wessex. He's like, I can't. They'll kill me. Well, you owe us an army. Well, I can't get one if I'm dead. So, yeah, there was all this crazy nonsense about Ethelwald's plan, as usual, didn't pan out to what he wanted it to be. But whatever he's sneakily trying to do with his man, I don't understand.
I wonder to see what Offa's up to.
Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, I think that was a major plot. Alfred finally gave Edward some kudos.
Yep, some thanks. And yeah, and you recognize, and like I said, you know, it was an attempt to force him to make a decision in the most difficult circumstances possible, which is what kings do. So
yes.
That's what happened.
Yeah, well, I knew that's what he was doing.
Love.
He gave him, like, just one, like, good job, dude. And then said, okay, now you have to make your union with Aelfled, the daughter of that jerk dude that was in a couple episodes ago. Yeah. We haven't seen her yet, so I'm not entirely sure what will go down. But Edward now has to do that. Aethelflaed is told Uhtred that he could live there with his men in Mercia. Ethelred had nothing to say because he wasn't in the episode.
Yep.
Not that she would care what he has to say, because she pretty much runs that place.
Well, it's glad that it's all good that Brida and Uhtred are kind of making up here a little bit.
Well, then Brida flipped again. Yeah,
She
Uhtred.
did and she didn't.
Well, I don't know. She did thank him for saving Ragnar's life because he finally confessed that he had to swear another oath to
Yeah.
Alfred because otherwise Ragnar would have been killed. Like he would have been trialed and executed. And Brita was like, "Oh well, that she didn't know that." But then within the next day or two after she killed Story, she was all like, "If I see you across the battlefield, I will kill you." And he's like, that doesn't mean you don't love me." So yeah, she's trying not to be like he's convinced that the two of them are so closely connected that she could never not love him, and she's trying her best to basically tell him that she doesn't love him and all this business, but he knows better than that. So yeah, she's broken the curse. So maybe she'll have a kid now. I don't know. With who? Who knows? It won't be Canute.
Yeah, no use.
Or any of those other dudes. She'll become like...
Once she finds out what Canute did, if she's there and finds out what Canute did.
Oh, they'll tell her.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. Well, Bloodhair was mean to her, so it won't be him. But Heston is a weasel, and he'll probably do it. Heston lost half his men. But just as Uhtred was going to take Skade, he knocked her out and then took her. So once again, she belongs. Heston and Bloodhair are fighting back and forth. He's like, "Nope, she's my woman now. What are you doing with my woman? She's my woman." "No, she's my woman." Guess what? I don't want her to be anyone's woman. Skade needs to die. She's annoying. So until next week, or next time we watch episode 7, until then,